So, you want to change your Shopify theme. It's a fantastic way to give your brand a facelift, but it brings up that one huge, kind of scary question, right? Am I going to lose all my hard work? Well, today we're going to walk through exactly how to do it safely so you can skip the stress. Okay, let's have a real talk. Just take a good, honest look at your store right now. Is it feeling, I don't know, a little sluggish? Maybe the design doesn't quite match the vibe of your brand anymore. If you're sitting there nodding, yep, you're in exactly the right place. Yeah, because this is the real fear, isn't it? That sinking feeling when you think about losing all those product descriptions, all your customer data, the blog posts you spend years writing, and that one question. It honestly holds so many people back from making a change that could be a total game changer for their business. Today, we're putting that fear to rest. First things first, how do you even know if you really need a new theme? Is this just something that would be nice, or is it something you absolutely have to do? Let's quickly run through the big signs that tell you it's time to make a move. Okay, so if your brand has a new logo or totally new colors, your site needs to catch up. If your site is painfully slow, or if it just looks awful on a phone, it's definitely time. Or maybe you're using a ton of apps just to get basic features like color swatches. That's a big red flag. And this one's a tough pill to swallow, but what if your competitors' sites just look way more professional? You could be losing sales right there. And hey, that site speed thing, that is not a small detail at all. Get this. Google found that a whopping 53%, that's more than half, of mobile shoppers will just bounce if your site takes more than 3 seconds to load. 3 seconds, that's it. A fresh, modern theme is one of the best ways to tackle that problem head on. All right, so let's tackle that big fear head on, shall we? Here's the really good news. You are not going to lose the things that matter most. It all comes down to a simple idea: understanding what's part of your Shopify account versus what's part of your theme. And the slide right here, it really breaks it all down perfectly. Just look over on the safe side. All your core business stuff, your products, your pages, your customer info, all those orders, that stuff is tied to your Shopify account. It's not going anywhere. Now, the stuff that's at risk, that's all tied directly to your theme. Think of it like the paint on the walls and the furniture, your colors, fonts, and any custom code you've added. And the good news is, we can prepare for all of that. I love this analogy. It just makes so much sense. Your theme, it's just the frame. All your valuable work, the products, the content, the data, that's the artwork. We're just putting it in a shiny new frame. The masterpiece itself is totally untouched. Okay, so here's the absolute key to all of this. A smooth, stress-free theme change is 100% about preparation. Seriously, if you rush this part, you're just asking for trouble. So let's walk through the 6 essential steps you have to take before you even dream of hitting that publish button. All right, step 1 is completely non-negotiable. Duplicate your current theme. This is your one-click escape hatch if anything goes wrong. Second, go through your apps. A lot of them inject code into your theme, so you need a list of what might need to be reinstalled. And third, hunt down and copy any custom code you've added. Stuff like your Metapixel or your Google Analytics tracking code. And I really want to double-click on that custom code point for a sec, because this is a huge warning from the pros. Forgetting to save this code is one of the most common and most avoidable mistakes people make. So do yourself a huge favor. Find that code, it's probably in your theme.liquid file, and save it somewhere safe. All right, on to the last few prep steps. Number 4, this one's optional, but man, is it a smart move. Export your products and customers, just as a just-in-case backup. 5 is for the big stores. Plan to flick on the password page for just a few minutes while you launch. And finally, number 6, and this is a fun one, benchmark your site speed. You gotta get that before picture so you can really appreciate the after. Okay, so once all that prep work is done, you can actually breathe a sigh of relief. You did the hard part, because the launch itself, it's way, way easier than you think. No joke, it really is this simple. First, you find and add your new theme to your library. Second, you get to customize it. This is the fun part. And the best part? You're doing all of this in a safe sandbox environment. Your live store is completely fine. This is where you set up your new colors, design your homepage, and paste back in that custom code you saved. And once you love how it looks, step 3 is literally 2 clicks. Actions, then publish. Boom, you're live. But hold on, don't pop the champagne just yet. Hitting publish is a huge milestone, but it's not the finish line. Those first few hours after you go live are absolutely critical to make sure everything is running smoothly. So let's talk about your post-launch plan. So here's your 3-point mission for right after launch.
1. Test everything, and I mean everything. Pretend you're a customer, try to buy something, fill out the contact form, check your key apps on your computer and your phone. 2. Watch your analytics like a hawk for any weird changes. And 3. Go ask your customers what they think. Seriously, that feedback is priceless.
Hey, remember that site speed test you did before? Well, now's the time for the big reveal. Run that Google page speed test again on your new live site. This is where you get to see the proof. This is where you prove to yourself that this was all worth it, with a tangible boost to your store's performance. Look, if there is just one thing you remember from this whole post-launch plan, let it be this advice from expert Anna Reed. The biggest mistake you can make is failing to test. Don't just publish and walk away. Block out an hour and go through your live site from top to bottom. Because let's be real, a gorgeous site with a broken checkout button, that's not just bad, it's a total disaster. So, when you boil it all down, what's the big secret here? It's not some super secret tech skill, it's not complicated, it's just preparation. By following this checklist, you can give your store an amazing upgrade with total confidence, knowing all your hard work is safe. Look, your theme, that's the digital storefront for your brand. It's the foundation of everything your customers experience. Upgrading it is a massive step towards a faster, better-looking, and more profitable business. You've got the roadmap to do it safely. So the only question left is, what are you going to build on it?